I have started this channel approximately 100 times. For real. Well, at least in my head. I've written the script, I bought the tripod and the mic, and I've stared at the blank channel name field for so long that YouTube probably thought I was a bot. And every single time, I closed the laptop, made coffee, and told myself I'll better start next week. When I feel better and more inspired, or in the next few days. Next week turned into next month turned into... well, let's leave it there. I think you know what I mean. But finally, here we are. So, what changed? I mean, inside of me, just one thing. I became self-aware of my pattern. Because the thing about being ready, it feels like it's going to come and is something we wait for. But somehow, it also seems like an illusion. Once we are closer to actually taking a step, it feels like what we want to do is not possible, or not good enough, or that we are not prepared enough. It's a story we tell ourselves, so we don't have to say out loud that we are actually scared. Yes, we feel fear, and that is a powerful feeling. And I was scared of a lot of things, but I think I just got tired of waiting until I felt ready. So, well, we will get into that. But first, hi, I am Peke, and this is my channel. There were moments when thinking about opening a YouTube channel, I used to think I was just lazy or a procrastinator, like it was a personality flaw I would never fix. But the more I sat with it, the more I realized that what I was doing wasn't laziness. It was just protection. When something matters to us deeply, really truly matters, our brain does this thing where it decides, if I never try, I can never fail, and if I can never fail at this, then this thing I love stays perfect, untouched, safe. Kind of like a dream box, still beautiful, still possible, but not yet real. This channel mattered to me too much because I have a dream. That's why I couldn't start it. There is a difference between I don't care enough to do this and I care so much that starting it terrifies me. So it is safe to say I was firmly in the second category. I think my mind focused on the fear and the feelings of being terrified that things would not work out the way I wanted, or that I wouldn't succeed or be good enough to start. But my heart has a desire to share. Be creative and honest, unfold in different ways, and take you alongside this journey with me. So why am I fighting against my own heart, with my very own thoughts? What makes my thoughts take up more space than my heart? Why are my fears bigger than my dreams? I believe it's a battle that, if you're not self-aware, can take you in other directions that will make you sad or unhappy along the way. When we give priority to our thoughts and our mind over our heart, we can start to abandon ourselves. It might sound a bit too dramatic, but honestly, how can our thoughts with imaginary scenarios provoke so much fear that we forget what we truly feel in our hearts? What lights up our dreams and desires? I am one of those people who follows and believes in the phrase we hear around social media that says, if you want something so badly, maybe it's because your future self already has it and is just calling you towards it. On a recent night, I literally had a dream where I was looking at another girl's channel, and while watching her video, I was telling her, "Oh my god, your videos look like my style. I want to do something like that too." It was funny how our desires can get so deep into our subconscious and in this case, in my dreams. The reality is that a very long time passed without me actually making an effort to start the channel. So when I woke up, I felt a click. Okay, this is something that even in my dreams made me feel happy. And this is what I want to do. I want to make myself happy. So here I am. You can call me Peque. And I've spent the last few years living in different places and situations that taught me a lot about who I am and who I am not. What I know for sure is that learning to actually know yourself is the hardest and most necessary thing a person can do. Not the version of me that's good at parties, not the version that has it together on Instagram. The actual version. The one that makes questionable decisions for emotionally complex reasons and then spends weeks journaling about them or reflecting on them. That version. This channel is going to be stories, real ones, from my life. The kind you don't usually tell because they make you look too human. There is going to be a lot about love. There is going to be reflections, self-compassion, and the kind of self-awareness that it is less, I have all the answers, and more, oh, that's what I do that. And there is going to be, well, I hope, beauty and the spark. Because I love making things, and I love the way a feeling can become visual. So you will see that too. And that's why this is unfolding with purpose. Here's the part I want to be honest about. I want to talk about self-compassion, even though I am still learning, and probably will be for the rest of my life. But I have this deep desire to share my story, even though I haven't finished living it. I have realized that's exactly the point. This channel isn't a highlight reel of someone who has figured it out. It's me figuring it out in real time with you. There is a phrase that lives in my head, and honestly is what this whole channel is built around. Unfolding with purpose means staying loyal to your heart and soul. Not to what you think you should want. Not to who other people need you to be. To the actual, real, complicated, beautiful thing that you are. That's what I'm practicing. And this is where I'm going to practice it out loud. So here's what I can promise you. I will always show up honestly. I will not pretend to have it more together than I do. I will ask questions I don't have the answers to. And I will trust that somewhere, someone watching this is sitting with the same questions. That's enough to start. So I only hope you stick around. And if you have been sitting on something of your own, some project, some conversation, some version of yourself you've been too scared to let out, I just want you to know, me too. We are in the same boat. So, no, we're not alone. We might just need to be more real and honest with ourselves. So, I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.